Yes, welcome back. Today I'm doing a reading for July 11th until July 17th, 2021. We're wrapping up Cancer season. Cancer season. I'm going to keep a similar format to last week. I'm going to pull 6 cards like we did last week. And this time we are going to focus on what needs your attention right now. What needs your attention right now, Taurus? As always, these are still general readings. They might not resonate for you, but here we are focused only on getting into your higher vibe, nobody else's. So take that which serves you today, and everything else just say see you later to, move on from it. We don't need you. What does Taurus need to be focusing on right now? What needs Taurus's attention? Okay, Taurus. Wow. Very serious summer for you going on right now. Overall energy is the 8 of Pentacles. You've been doing a lot of work. A lot of work right now. A lot of behind the scenes sort of work happening too here, Taurus, because I think you're trying to get something going for yourself. You're trying to upgrade everything going on around you so that you can maybe get yourself out of a situation that you've been in for too long and get started on a new journey. That's sort of the energy that I'm getting here, but you've been putting a lot of diligent work into this, like a good Taurus do. Earth signs, champions of just, getting in there and doing the work. In the advice, we have Justice, 9 of Swords, 10 of Wands, and 10 of Wands, the Tower, and the Page of Swords. So 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords, energy, 8 of Pentacles. We are approaching the end, okay? If you have been on a long grind, Taurus, it's almost done. We're almost getting to the end of that. But now it's like, ooh, the test of fate is happening, okay? I've put all the work in, and now what is the outcome going to be to all of this work that I'm doing? And I think you're living in fear of what the outcome is going to be. Like, have I put all of this work, all of this time, all this energy, all of this effort into learning, into growing, into expanding, and developing my skill sets? What if it doesn't go anywhere? What if I don't get a fair outcome from this? And I think that you're likely spending a lot of time sort of fixating on that. Like, you're working, you're excited about the work that you're doing. I just automatically went to typing, but your working could be in anything, working, hammering, I don't know. But you're feeling really good about it. And then all of a sudden those thoughts are coming in like, why am I even doing this? No one's going to care about it. What if they don't care about it? I really want them to care about it. And you're going through this whirlwind in your mind of things that are outside of your control. Okay, all that you can do is do the work, do it diligently, put it out there, see how people respond to it. If they don't respond in the way you want, maybe we have to readjust how we present it to them, okay? But I see that you're in this very stressful mindset of, I'm very excited about this and I care about it so much, but I'm really scared that nobody else is going to care about it. And there's almost this desire to stop working on it before you even put it out there, so you don't have to deal with that stress, so you don't have to deal with how am I going to get it out there, and will people care? Will it all have been for nothing, or am I going to get a fair return for all this time and energy I have been investing? Now, Tower coming up, we know what that means. Universe is sending in a surprise here, and for you it's a surprise in the form of a message, a piece of information that is going to come in for you. And honestly, the energy that I'm really getting is that this is going to be good news. This is going to be something that is going to help alleviate this mindset of fear, of worry, of inconsolable stress that it may not work out. Positive news is coming your way here, Taurus, and we'll do some clarifying to see what that might look like, what it might include. I'm going to start with clarifying the 8 of Pentacles for you here. Oop. The Chariot, the 2 of Voices, and the Queen of Inspiration. Yeah. Taurus, you're making a choice for yourself here. What you're working on was a decision that came from, okay, I want to be doing work on something that speaks to my heart, that speaks to my passions, and something that I have confidence in. Sorry if you can hear these sirens going by. A lot of noise around here today. And so the work is coming from this place of being emotionally charged, of being charged with passion, being charged with excitement. And it's also something that has you in like a real flow state, in a zone where you're like, yes, this is my bread and butter. This is what I do best. This is where I'm happiest always. And you're taking that and like pushing it to the next level. It was an active choice. Okay, it's not like I have this hobby and it makes me really happy and now suddenly I'm doing it more. It's like, no, I have this thing that I really care about, that I love working on, that makes me feel like I'm truly in my element. I am going to choose to find a way to make it my full-time vocation, to make it something that is a larger part of my life, to put it out into the eyes of others. Maybe it's something that you often only just do for yourself, and now you're trying to consider, how can I do this on a scale that it will get to be spread to other people? I want to look at this Justice card more than I care about looking at the Nine of Swords energy. Muse of Materials, Three of Materials, and the Hermit. Yeah, Taurus, you've been working very hard. You have been building things slowly. I can see that. And it's been a very kind of you process, you-centric. It's something that you're doing by yourself, for yourself. And we're reaching the point now, right, again, where we're like, we're about to share this. We're about to put it into the world. It's not just going to be in me anymore and of me and around me and for me. It's now going to be for other people to ingest and take in. And you're feeling scared. And that's fine, you know, because I think you're also feeling a little bit unready. You feel empowered in what it is you're doing because it's aligned with your goals. It's aligned with your morals. It's aligned with your vision for your life. But it's like, you know, I know I'm still in the early stages, and does it need to be super polished before I let anybody else see it? But it can't get, Taurus, it cannot get polished. It cannot get polished until it's out there. You can refine it for yourself over and over and over again, but it doesn't mean that people respond to it in the same way that you respond to it. You need to get that feedback from others so that you can refine it to the standards of what other people want. If what you're wanting is to share it, it needs to be something that those people want. Okay. Now let's look. Yeah, Four Materials just came flopping on out. You're holding things a little bit too close to you right now, which happens when we care about something we're working on. We become very precious about it. We don't want anybody to ruin it for us, right? Is that something that's resonating for you? I don't want anybody to ruin this for me. I care so much about it. So the fear of sharing it is real. Absolutely understood. Let's look at the Tower. The Emperor, the Devil, and the Six of Emotions. So potentially here, Taurus, you're going to be dealing with a little bit of a reunion with some people who challenge you. But I think that the energy I'm really picking up here is like you're going to be facing a reunion or a repetition in cycle, or these people that generally really challenge you and make you feel small. And I think you're about to recognize that through all of this work that you have been doing, you're now in a position where you're more empowered to deal with that situation. You're more empowered to deal with these people. You're not going to let them walk on you in the ways that they used to. You're not going to let their energy affect your energy in the ways that it used to. We are about to break a cycle here. Now, I guess I do want these cards back because we talked about some good news coming in, and I do want to end it with that. Like, empowerment is excellent news. It's excellent energy to be focusing on knowing that you're not allowing others to affect your energy anymore, even though we've been in this state of being fearful of how people are going to affect our energy. On your Page of Swords, we get Knight of Inspiration, Four of Emotions, and the Five of Inspiration. Whatever this message is, and I think it's going to be like an internal download, okay? Like you're going to have this interaction with these people that usually make you feel less than, usually make you feel like you have to question yourself, or like you're just never going to be on their level. You're never going to have their confidence. You're never going to have their success, whatever that is. These are people you've been dealing with for a long time as well, okay? Taurus, this isn't just like some highly successful person strolling into your life. This is a repeated cycle. Okay, these are people that maybe you love and care about, but they just don't make you feel empowered when you're around them. They make you feel little, they make you feel small, they make you feel less than. But having this interaction with them, where in which you recognize for the first time, like, wow, I am powerful. I am more powerful than these people, or I am just as powerful as these people. I know myself so truly and so fully. I know my mission so well. Their energy doesn't bother me. That, like, moment of recognition that I don't need their validation because I'm already internally validated, well, that for you, Taurus, is going to lead on a new cycle of confidence. It's going to be a slow build of confidence, okay? But that's the first one. And I think for you here, we're going to see you focus on it and use that as the tool. Like, they didn't affect me. And because they didn't affect me, you won't affect me. So when the next person comes in who doubts your mission, doesn't see what it is that you're trying to do, all this work that you've been doing, you're like, that's fine. It's not for you. And you're not my ideal person, you're not my ideal customer, you're not the ideal person that I want to deal with, whatever it is. And by continuing to go back to that, to focus on, remember that time when those people came around and they usually make me feel so small, and for the first time I felt so big. For the first time I felt on their level. For the first time my energy wasn't affected when I walked away from that interaction. That's the energy I'm bringing with me to every single obstacle, to every single challenge that comes up for me. I'm going to remember that moment when I stood with these people who normally make me feel deflated, and instead I felt myself remaining the same or inflating more. So Taurus, this is about you. You've got this, you've got the skill set, you've been doing the work, okay? This week, what we need to focus on is confidence, on overcoming fear, on breaking past patterns when people make me feel small. This week, I no longer allow them to make me feel small. I am protecting my energy. I know who I am. I know what I stand for. And I know who my ideal people are. I know who I want around me. So the next time I encounter somebody like this who isn't my people, then it's okay. I can move on from that because my people are out there and I'm going to find them, and that's what I'm focusing on. So this is a really great time for you to be building resilience, Taurus, and to really pay attention to how other people's energy affects you and why it affects you, and does it need to affect you. I'm really excited for whatever it is you're working on. Can't wait to see it out in the world. I hope this helped you. If it did, leave me a thumbs up. If this resonated, leave me a comment. And if you haven't already, it would mean the world to me to have you subscribe one bull to another. I'll see you back here next week.